Transition. Hello everybody, hope everybody's having a good Sunday afternoon. Been doing some work on the side at my local game store, so figured we'd get started with where we're at. Get this zoomed a little bit further out. Alright, let's try that for a working pardon me. Okay, there we go. So where we left off, we did the gauntlet. Went ahead, put the little lifting rivets on the hydraulic servos, put the little secondary weapon underneath it, and pretty much this is done, ready for paint. So first one done. So as you can see, it clips on that side and it clips on that side as I knock off the head. So we're good with that one. So while I was at my local game store yesterday, I went ahead and put together some of the other weapons. I put together the Thunder Fist and the Chainsword. Got the other 3 weapons prepped. So what does that mean? In here, on this one, you can see that there's a flat plate. What that's going to do is allow you to put like your flame plates on there, or whatnot, whatever you want for that weapon. So what I did, as you can see in there, I took a little piece of metal and I glued it in. So that is what I've done. So what I'm going to do today is also cut out a couple of the masks. I've thought about this in magnetizing these masks. So I've got this little bitty piece of metal strip that I thought about running right down the center of the forehead, bending it in, and trying to get that to work. I've actually concluded I'm not going to do that. I don't see a good way to get that attached, and I just don't know if I want to. I really do like this mask. So there's some options there. Still thinking about that though. So let's get started. Gonna go ahead, get my green stuff out, and start mixing some up. Gonna need some others. Also finished off by putting the smokestacks on. Did the other arm, got that put together and magnetized. Put the magnet on just like we did before. And now we'll go ahead and get started. So, get some green stuff. Need a little bit of water, so I'll be right back. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get this thing started. We'll get the green stuff going, we'll get it cut out and whatnot. So, one, and like I said, it's just about half and half. It's a rough estimate, so, or guesstimate, however you want to say it. Estimate. So, we'll go ahead and get this mixed in. Like I said, this is just to keep your fingers moist so the green stuff doesn't stick to them. Just a little trick I've learned. So just mix it up, and we're going to put some in the top of the chainsword and in the hand gauntlet. We're also going to start filling this little guy out, and we'll cut some others. This stuff has a pretty decent work time, so we can do some cutting and start filling those in and getting some magnets on those. So starting to get mixed in there nice and neat. So let's see what else we can do. Let's see here. This night and let's get the night in the view. As your fingers start to dry out from working with it, I'm gonna play with this just a little bit since we got some time here. All right. So that is what we got. All right, I like that a lot better. Hopefully you guys do too. So we'll go ahead and get this going. We are got a nice little bit of green stuff, so pull a little bit off, roll it up nicely, and start working it in. So as you start working it, just continue to press it in. Go ahead and grab a magnet, right size. And so make sure it fits. right way. Like I said, the little trick I use is, so that's not the right way, obviously. So make sure you stick it in, kind of see, okay, that's how I want it. And then shove it in. Get it going. Get your little stick in. Pull the other magnets off. Get it going in a little bit better. So if your tools are not wet in there, the green stuff will stick to them. So what I like to do is just get it a little bit moist. Start working it in. And don't stick your elbow into the green stuff like I just did. Now check it out. If it's not quite the right depth, use the magnet to push it in. With that little bit of moisture on it, it will prevent the other magnet from sticking and pulling it out. And now, if I look in here, I got a good fit on this side. What's nice, the gauntlet is left-handed. There is no option. It will look really ridiculous if you put it on the right side. So, that's done. Let that set up. Get your fingers a little bit moist again. And go for another piece. Now we're going to go throw this into the Reaper chainsword. Got a little bit of a big piece there, so pull some off. Oh, too much got pulled off. And shove it in. Get it in. Get a magnet. Where'd our little magnets go? Okay, they stuck to the edge of our file. So, stick them on. Do our check. Okay, good to go. And look for center and shove it in. Then pull our magnets out. Put our magnets back. This is our kit still. So go ahead and get a little bit wet. Push down some of that green stuff. We'll go ahead and get some dry fitting going. So now we'll check it. We'll check the right side, or the model's right. Okay, model's left. Like it. Let it dry. That's how simple that is. So now we'll get ready to do these ones. Now these ones are not included in the magnet bearing kit. Actually, let me take that back. They are included, I believe. I'll check that in a second. So what we'll do is we'll roll some up. Get a nice piece of flat, something flat, real flat, because part of the trick here is just to fill this up. There's a small lip in there. And as you fill it up, I'm going to shove a magnet in it. I'll probably use 2 magnets just because, 1, I don't want it to fall off in any way, shape, or form, and 2, I can. So, what's nice about these is they don't matter for polarization. And get a little bit more green stuff on this bottom one. The reason why it doesn't matter for polarization is I am using a, what's it called? I'm using a piece of steel to stick it to. So, go ahead and stick this in, get it nice and going. So, then I take a flat piece. I'm using the side of my workbench. Let's see if you can see it there. And just making sure that this has got a good flatness to it. What I'll do is I'll take, where'd that piece go? Up here. I'll take a little bit of water and moisten it. And as you can see, it clips on. I can shake it and it sticks, no problem. So that is those 3 weapons. Real quick, real down and dirty. So I'm going to stop here, and I hope everybody has a good time.